Day 2. Memory on my phone kind of ran out in the middle of the video yesterday. I thought I was gonna pass out when I saw it because I said the word fuck like a million times in that video. And I'm like, yeah, well, there was a lot of going through me. There was a lot of energy just. And so, yeah, when my phone said no more memory, cut the video like that. The same happened with the December video. That's why it cut so abruptly. So I went home yesterday. It was a super lovely day. But I went home and I was checking, like, I had to move stuff from my phone to my laptop and delete. And it's just because of all these videos now. So, and I actually found something. Like, I commented on Facebook somewhere, some page, I don't know, not important. But I found that screenshot and it actually, listen, what I'm trying to express in these videos, those are concepts. So they're sometimes hard to put. Anyone who lived it will get it instantaneously. But if you're listening to it for the first time, it may confuse the shit out of you. This pisses me off. This pisses me off so much. I love it, but it pisses me off because it just fucking curls right in my eye. I'm like, what the hell? Just like, and even if I do this, it finds its way around and it's just like, ugh. Okay. Alright, so I expressed myself regarding that. And we can move on. I can, I guess. So I commented the thing about emotions and mind and what the fuck is going on in the body. I found just like a paragraph where I explain it all. That was some comment on Facebook. So I'm going to copy paste it. I think I'm going to copy paste it and leave it in the description because, yeah, somebody might understand that better. Right now it's super lovely. I'm so happy I came here. I was just sitting in church. Sometimes I just go there. It's the smell of old wood. And I was like, I don't feel like pulled to do anything. My body's tired and exhausted, so I just need to do nothing. Literally, not only nothing, but I need to just sit with the discomfort. Of course, there is another discomfort rising up. It's always, today it was pinching in my chest. Yeah, now I'm feeling real good. And I just walked. I thought I was gonna draw, but I mean, maybe later today. But I wasn't, I don't know for how many minutes. I just sat down. And I just let my body to relax completely because that's one place where nobody wants nothing from me. I don't need to, even like walking on the streets, if you don't want people to look at you, they still do. And I feel it, and I feel their energy, whatever the intention behind. Sometimes you just don't want to feel that. So then I find places where I can be by myself. And I walked all the way down to come here because I was like, I want to continue. I don't like to leave business unfinished. I don't like that. And I was like, well, that video is posted now, the update, but there is still a lot that I have to share, but my energy is so calm now. It smells lovely. I feel like it's gonna rain. I can smell rain in the air. It will be a shower, but it smells like summer day. It smells like summer day, and they just cut the grass, and I smell moist earth in the air, and it just makes me feel so damn good. Yeah, and the flowers they're blossoming now. Oh God, it's just like so amazing. But the grass, oh, freshly cut grass, my goodness. So, and the water tide is low right now, so you can smell the sea in the air. I mean, my body's just like, oh, chill. Really, really calm. So, I'm not entirely sure. Like, yeah, I'm gonna leave the stuff in the description where it explains how it works, and I just tell you, go observe. If you feel like, do it, observe. Another point, every time you allow yourself to feel emotions, so it comes in waves, it never stops. It never stops. And for me personally, I got challenged a lot because let's say years back I would see my friend cry and it would make me cry. I have a lot of thoughts on empaths. It's not a word that okay, there's a lot that pisses me off in this world, and I'm gonna fucking say it. And that's because I noticed that even people who think they're fucking enlightened are in their identity, in their ego, because they're afraid to face some part of themselves. They are afraid to feel something. So now, oh, I am an empath, and the other person is a narcissist. Just like, fuck. Stop labeling people. Don't label yourself, for Christ's sake. Being an empath means that you're capable of feeling. And I know, based on my previous experience, that some people just shut down completely. I don't fucking understand how that happens, or how is it possible to live like that, because I am the opposite, all right? But it happens. It happens. So what happens for empaths? You know, it's not like you're an empath and you're amazing and you're all loving person. You fucking cry because your heart. Your heart is not closed. And there is shit ton of emotion in you that you didn't allow yourself to feel. And I know that now because what made me cry before, compassion, empathy, what some might say. Now I can see people that I love go through really hard stuff, and it doesn't make me cry anymore. It would have to be extremely special, whatever. I feel compassion for them, but I'm not hurting. And I know that that's because I cried oceans in the last 2 years. I cried oceans. So I felt all the pain that was stored in my body. And that's why now it's just not there anymore. Not that level, not that degree. Now I am just present. So when I cry presently, it's because of the pain I feel in the present moment. Now the Christmas purge was like that. December was some seriously fucked up healing. But it takes a lot of my life must be falling apart in all directions, and like the intensity, it's like, you know, with the with the disasters, natural disasters, it's either high frequency, low intensity, or high intensity, low frequency. And for me, what was happening since my awakening, it's high intensity, high frequency. It was like earthquakes that would shake me almost non-stop. What I share with you here is like 0.5% of everything that I had to handle, go through, live through, right? Let's be, live through. Oh my God, the memories. Smells good. So, now, so many things, like for me to actually get the emotion out, if there is any still, sometimes I'm still surprised that there's still some stuff coming up. Like, I'm like, fuck, didn't I live it all? No. Stop asking, Daniela. Stop asking. Every time I fucking ask, the universe answers, no, you didn't feel it all. I experienced it all. Oh, you think so? Here you go. Now I experienced it all. Oh no. You think? I swear, since January, I stopped asking. I'm like, I'm gonna be quiet. I don't wanna I'm gonna be quiet. So it takes many things in my life to be trying to shake me up at the same time in all kinds of directions. Love, finances, relationships, family, friends, romantic relationships, safety, security. That's why when I say that I was alone, I was alone because I started to recognize the pattern that people that should be there for me should be, okay? Should. That I had to stop waiting for them to be there for me. And that hurts as fuck. So that was like the first waves. Then you are also struggling with like, how the fuck am I gonna provide for myself? Because, you know, my intuition is just like, fuck. It always asks me to do things that are not logical. And I feel that right now there's a lot of energy that I feel that's energy. I think I'm learning to trying to figure out where I stopped before, but whatever. Yeah, I was talking about befriending fear, anger, and pain. And that means you accept it. That's life. Well, it doesn't happen because you sit and you say, oh, I accept you. Bullshit. It just happens on its own. Telling you, make sure you're safe. That is, I even got email from my dad last night. It's just like, really? Really? Okay. Says, yeah. So, God, there is so much to talk about. There is so much to talk about. But I guess I'm just gonna talk and safety you create for yourself. I told Dad that, yeah, whatever happened hurt me, of course. Not to dismiss what happened, because he was just like, oh, let's just, you know, act like it didn't happen. I'm like, what the hell? Like, hello? It's like when people who say, I love you. I was even thinking about emailing him back today and telling him, like, you know, like, you say that you love me, but like, if your daughter asks for help and you refuse, is that love? I was actually thinking it now in church. I was sitting there and I was like, is there some like the truth that needs to be spoken because the other person needs to hear that without me really knowing? Or, and I just dropped it. I was like, oh no. It's like some people would get it, but not him, not now. It's like to go on and tell people you don't actually love me is just like, what the fuck, you know? Like, their brain would be like, they would be angry because it's like, no, like, I love you. And I'm like, yeah, okay, you love me in your own kind of way, but like, what's love? Like, my level of love is next level. It's actual unconditional fucking love. And I'm gonna, like, I leave you be who you want to be. I don't want to force anybody to be who they are not. It hurts me when people stay in the boxes. Goes for everybody in my life. It pains me to see limitations that they kind of keep themselves in, but I also understand how hard it is to heal. And it is actual physical pain you feel once you start, like, allow yourself to feel the sensations. You feel it in your body. It fucking hurts, okay? And I think I watched some video somewhere that, like, it actually equals to, like, physical pain, like as if somebody hits you. Somebody talks whatever to you, mean stuff, hurtful stuff, I don't know exactly. It's like, be my guest, search, internet's out there. But emotional pain is actually like as if somebody was like physically beating you up. That is why we have naturally resistance to it in our body. That's why relationships are so fucking important, and it fucking hurts. That's why when your brain, your ego is trying to protect you, it's because that pain, the emotional pain, the body just perceives it as pain. I'm going to die. That's why you live through it, to show yourself it hurt, but I survived. And it happens again, and it happens again, and it happens again. Karma. You know what's karma? You meet exactly the kind of people that are going to reopen your wounds so that that emotion can get out of you, and your intuition, your soul, can actually get space to express itself, so that you can actually become your true self, because you don't even fucking know what your favorite color is, because you live around somebody for 10 years whose favorite color is blue, and you're like, oh yeah, sure, okay, my favorite color is gonna be blue too. It's a dumb example, right? It's really dumb. I don't even do favorites, so I don't know, but many people do. So it is expression, like, that is the way you actually discover who you are. And that's why your soul, I know that my previous relationship was my soul telling me, you go back, you do this, you do that. And I was observing things. And more pain I went through, more I was able to be objectively observing the situation. There was less emotional attachment. But that was me crying all the tears, which, of course, like, then you realize, why the hell am I with someone like that? Well, because it's just like, he treats you just like your parents did. This is what your body considers safe. You don't, like, you don't know you feel anxiety around somebody when you're really not aware and you are a lot in your head. So what I want to say, if you are like, one thing I know, and I know that you gotta observe for anxiety. You have to become aware that how am I feeling when I'm going to see this person? How does it feel when I'm going to text or talk to this person? How does my body feel? Your body will tell you 100% you feel anxiety, it's there for a reason. Now don't expect the other person to fucking change their behavior, because that shit takes time. I was unemployed for a year now, almost. 24/7 emotional work. 24/7. Doesn't stop. So that's why I have answers now. That's why I have answers, because I so know what's going on inside of me, and I observed enough that now I can tell other people. And you don't have to completely stop living your life. I mean, there's so much that's happening, like crazy dreams, scary dreams. Like, at first you're scared, you wake up, you turn on the light in the room, and 2 years later now, I have a scary dream. I am fucking badass in my dream. I'm just like, and my dreams feel really real. I even had this state where I'm like, not just when you're falling asleep and you're kind of like, oh, I'm kind of beginning to dream, and then it goes away. And no, I had states where I open my eyes, I'm in my room, I close my eyes, I'm in the dream, and it's happening at the same time instantaneously. Like, I am aware, like my awareness, I don't even know if it was split or if it was put together or whatnot. And there would be these crazy dreams that are really scary, and my body would feel these sensations that actually like somebody's touching my body, and I don't want them to touch my body, and they are like poking hands, fingers. Fuck, I'm sharing stuff that I was like, fuck, but okay. In case somebody's going through it or something like that is happening. You actually feel physical sensation. What I believe is that the body creates that, because I mean, hello, everything's happening in the brain. Fuck. Like, sensations is your nervous system. My body created a sensation so that it would completely feel like somebody's actually touching me, going after my throat, want to harm me in some way. And you are in your bed and you have this dream, and at some point I was just like, oh, okay, now it's just another dream. Like, I am the person feeling the sensation. I am the person who knows it's a dream. It's something, like something going on. And I'm like, I am afraid, it looks scary, but it's just fear. I'm like, don't move, don't do nothing, it's gonna pass. And then there are moments when that shit continues until I actually like wake up. Like, usually I wake up, I'm kind of awake, but I actually, most of the time I say no. Like, I actually kind of scream or something, like no, like I actually shut it from continuing. Like, I'm in charge, I'm gonna say when it's enough for my system. Then there are vibrations I feel. It's fucked up shit, really, really fucked up stuff. But fucked up in a way that now I'm like, okay. Dreams talk to me in very interesting ways. So, sensations in your body, anxiety, relationships, your body talks to you, bottom line. Doesn't mean that if you're around the person who you are not feeling anxious around, that they're the right person for you. But I mean, you cannot know whether somebody is right for you or not until you actually give it a shot. But anxiety is it's a sign. Just don't continue here, because anxiety is stress, and the body resists the pain. It resists. Anxiety is almost like there is resistance. It's like two parts of you, let's say just two for simplicity, but there's like hundreds of those parts. Two parts of you are basically fighting. One says, I love this person, and the other says, they're dangerous, run away. So when I'm talking about self-mastery, there was a period of time when I was like, listen to your heart. My heart knows what it wants and who it loves. It just like, okay. And my body would give me a physical sensations of, I really love this person. So I was like, okay, I'm going to listen to my body. I'm going to listen to my heart. But at that time, I was not aware of, I'm always on the edge around this guy. And for women, I speak to women as a woman. When I was saying that I was falling asleep in a coffee shop at some point, when your body can actually relax like that, and not to mention in a public place, it was feeling safe. Now I changed locations. I moved from really not good household. It was like, fuck, it was horrible. But I managed to move, and 2 or 3 days in a new place, I started to fall asleep. I was just laying on couch, and I was actually falling asleep. It was maybe like 6 p.m. So my body was really feeling safe. It means it was trusting me. It saw enough that it decided, it didn't decide. It just, oh fuck, sorry about the mic. I always forget it, like rubs on the stuff, and that it's just creating this unpleasant sound. Like, I carried my body through situations where other people would lose their mind. People would not survive those. And it was about safety. And I'm talking safety on all levels, not just emotional. I'm talking, your fridge is empty. And I remember that time. I've been through a lot of financial uncertainty in the last 2 years, but when you're ready for it, you will be challenged with exactly what you're ready for. And I observe now that even if the situation is the same, it feels different. So you're looking at the fridge, you're looking in it, and it's getting emptier and emptier. And there is this fucking fear of, am I gonna survive? The thoughts are coming up. And what was insane was that I was able to I don't know how it happened. At first, I always talk to myself at the very first, like at the beginning of all this craziness, when my mind was confused. Your mind doesn't have evidence. Crazy shit starts happening. You're thinking, oh my God, I'm living like a fantasy movie or science fiction. Like, what the hell? So you're super confused. And later on, so it's like, to your mind, you actually have to say, you have to be that loud voice. Like your parents are the loud voice when you're growing up, or anyone else. And you have to become that voice. Like, it actually, your body needs to hear the thing getting in through your ears. And then you start saying it in your mind. Like, there is actually a repetition. And that's what when I was going through that fear of, I don't know what's going to happen to me, because I really was like, I have nobody. I have nobody. And when you're that low, and people who should care for you or protect you, and I keep saying should, because I'm like, yes, that's what love does. But we don't live in a world like that because everybody's fucking traumatized. When you're that alone and you don't know nothing, you don't know nothing. The only fucking thing I knew was it is what it is, and it's meant to be this way right now. Because my body would take me to do other stuff. I know it. I fucking know it. Now I know. My body never betrayed me. Money always showed up somehow, somewhere. I was always led to talk to this person, ask this person. I did not even expect help at some point, and it came in. And I was just like, what's going on? So we don't know everything that's going on, but energetically, our bodies know things. Consciousness knows. I did such fucked up, crazy shit, people you would not believe. Like, I think I'm gonna talk about it one day. I don't know. But I definitely don't want to encourage anybody to do crazy shit. I mean, if you're doing this already, then you know what I'm talking about. Like, what level? So during that time, what I observed was that that voice became so good that I would wake up in the middle of night. And, oh no, I know what it was. I was eating so much. Rationally, I shouldn't have. Because I was like, girl, like, preserve the food. You gotta survive. You don't have money. And I would eat like for 2 people, if not 3, for like a week or 2. It was very intense. And I was like, what the hell is going on? Like, like, I try to understand why my body is doing that. It wanted to feel safe. You feel your belly, your body is like, we're good, we're safe. So it was in a situation that on the outside looked unsafe. My body was like, we gotta make sure that the body knows we're safe. We need to prove it to ourselves that what we're doing is safe. That's as little as I can tell about it. But I would wake up in the middle of the night and my stomach would actually fucking hurt. It was so unhealthy, in a way, unhealthy. Well, it was necessary, obviously, because my body asked me to do that, but I would be like sick on my stomach. That's how much I ate. So I would wake up. And when you wake up in a life situation where your body feels in danger, you have anxiety like all the time, almost. Like, there is immediate resistance to the reality, aka anxiety. I would not even wake up. I would be in this weird state in my mind. Like, there would be an immediate command to my body, relax, without me even trying. It was like so automatic. I was so happy the next day when I actually remembered, and I was like, what am I, like, what happened at night? What was that thing? Like, when your body feels this resistance and then suddenly it goes into this, like, the tension just dissolves completely. I was like, this is interesting. And it happened without me trying to do it intentionally. I was very happy because I was like, all those times, like today, for example, I felt pinching in my chest. It felt like it was a lot. And last 2 weeks it was anxiety, but now it's just pain. So I moved from anxiety to pain. What did I want to say? Yeah, I observed as I was getting ready to get out, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not breathing. Like, I'm actually not breathing. Like, my body would just tense up. And so I consciously relax my body, even now. It's just something that it fucking helps. So at first I would do it consciously. Wherever I feel the pressure, I would be like, okay, there's this subconscious belief that I'm in danger. But look, I'm just having a walk. Even my walk, I do slow it down intentionally sometimes because I'm like, there is nobody to run away from. So slow down. Just to tell your body, like literally, you give command to the body, slow down. And then what the body did that night was it relaxed automatically. It didn't wait for the command. It was like, yeah, we're safe. There is no need for this anxiety. Now, those moments happened. Those are like big moments that actually were so profound that I came up with realization. It doesn't continue this way. It's always different, always fluid, to the point that I stopped making sense out of it. I just take it as is. I'm like, want to see chaos? Have a day with me. Even I don't know what I'm going to do in a day. Even I don't know what I'm going to say, do. I don't know. So how the hell I'm going to tell you what's going to happen? I don't know. And these days I am learning, like, but I was talking about safety. So first, safety. Okay. For women, this is extremely, safety is the number one thing. If you don't feel safe around somebody, I am a very sensitive person. I mean, duh. Like, I have to say it, but okay. But that means that something that others would not notice feels to me like, to give a, let's say there are women who are being physically abused by their partners. I know women like that now. Older women who, this pisses me off, like, big time. It saddens me, it breaks my heart, because I know exactly where they are at in their head, in their body. I know how they feel. I know how they feel, and I know why they cannot leave. But there are women, not just the two that I know, around the world, who are being physically threatened by men. I never understood it before. I would hear a woman say that, but I was so disconnected from her because I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I never worried about men hurting me. But then, a year ago, I had experience. Nobody hit me, okay? Nobody did such a thing. I was just extremely unexpectedly by someone I did not see it coming from. I was grabbed from behind in a violent way, yelled at. I now know what it feels like to be afraid of men. Now I understand. And I didn't get actually hit. But I am so sensitive that even this violent, aggressive attack, I do call it attack, and I don't care. I don't need to be bleeding and lying on the ground to call it attack. You are putting your hand on me, restraining my freedom of movement to yell at me. Everything stops, and the only thing you're thinking about is what can I do to be safe. So I know I experienced it so that I could connect to those who experience this like all the time, probably. I don't know, but only felt experience is a healing one. Only somebody who lived through what you lived through can look you in the eye and say, I see you, I feel you. And it is that compassion that heals. If I didn't live through it, it would be a lie. I could not help women that I hope to help in the future if I didn't live through it. And it's just this I am grateful. I'm grateful for it because of that. But at the same time, it is fucked up that we have to go through really nasty stuff to actually heal this world. So there are different levels of what impacts whom and how. And for a woman, it's important to feel safe. So as somebody who lived through a lot, I am saying to my dear women, probably men too, but I haven't talked to a man because there is none in my environment that might understand what I want to know. And that's about whether they are aware of feeling anxiety when they are in a toxic relationship with a woman. Because hello, it doesn't go just one way, all right? And toxic doesn't need to be like toxic. It can just be, people are doing things sometimes because they're not aware of other things. And yeah, as long as it's not intentional, it's understandable, but not excusable anyway. So I don't care for how long you've been with the guy. I don't care how much you love them. You feel anxiety, your body's telling you this person is not good for us. Doesn't make them bad, doesn't make them the devil. It just go away from that person because everything about them is screaming at your body, run. You are not emotionally safe. with that person. That's one thing I know. I encountered men where I did feel safe around them, like my body was actually tensionless. There was total emptiness in my head, and I was just curious about them. There was just this genuine curiosity about who are you, I want to know about you. But they also proved to be not okay. Either not self-aware enough. So it was something, this is something I still try to figure out, is like, what the fuck is it that if your body's telling you this is a safe person, there's signals. It can be that the man wants nothing from you, so your body feels their body language, and it's like, this person is not dangerous for me, but they're not dangerous for you because they want nothing from you, literally, like because they are afraid to actually be in a relationship, let's say, okay? And it sounds way too close, but I like it. Okay. And I don't have all the answers. I'm saying I don't have all the answers, but bottom line is always rely on yourself and put things together. Now I observe when I encounter somebody, when I want to talk. I was on dating app genuinely just to practice, and I was afraid of men. I was really afraid of men. I was afraid of, and they are fucking looking at me. They talk to me. I was afraid of them because I was afraid of myself. I was afraid of going back to something toxic. I was afraid of not knowing any better because that's what happened last time. And so when I went on dating app, I was just practicing. I was seeing it as an experiment. I was like, let's see what I know now. If I can, like, let's just chat with men just for fun. Let's just see what everything can now my body perceive and my mind. Like, let's look out for pattern. And slowly I noticed that I can actually read energy behind a text. And I knew what the person wanted to know, even though the text was saying completely something else. And so I became more and more confident, and the fear went away because I was like, I can text with somebody and then just block them, not talk to them. I was like, well, now I'm going to ghost. But I'm like, yeah, but you're doing it because you know there is no point talking. You're not doing it because you're afraid. Or yeah, I mean, people don't have integrity these days, I swear. So that, and you know, I was chatting with a few nice people. Like, I had nice chat, we connected in this way and that way, and I was always watching, like, how is my body feeling? There were moments when my body was relaxed when we were talking about something, but then I also was observing, and I'm telling you, observe what they say, how they say, when they say it. And a fucking magnificent trick: be yourself as soon as possible. Don't hold back. Don't pretend to be nice, cute. Don't leave a kiss emoji just to make something sound like, oh, I want him to know that I have a sweet voice. No. Because, like, if something pisses you off in the first, let's say, 5 lines of a conversation, or just be honest, be fucking honest. Don't be mean. Don't, honesty doesn't mean being mean. Okay? Honest means you just stay true to yourself. I canceled on few dates like that because I noticed that I was like, this man is so much in his ego. He does not like what I'm saying. And I was just pushing it a little bit. I was like, it doesn't feel like we should see each other tomorrow, so I was just listening to my intuition. And I don't care. I don't fucking care if you're fucking president or a pope, or I don't care. My intuition is what I listen to. It's my voice. It's my voice and no other. And if I feel that I need to move a date, then I'm going to speak it. And it's going to get moved. Whatever your reaction, we don't need to see each other again. And if you're aggressive about it, or you suddenly project your bullshit onto me, well then goodbye. Farewell. No need to see you again. Like, thank you. Thank you for showing me who you are. Because so many men think, oh, I'm so amazing. Like, yeah, I'm put together. Oh, I want somebody honest. People are not honest these days. And I'm like, dude, like, you're not honest with yourself. Like, here I am honest with you. I'm telling you, let's see each other like 2 days later. And this is your reaction. Like, mean reaction. So you do it a few times. Like, I swear, you don't waste your time and you don't waste your energy. And I went on a date, actually in person, and I'm going to say that because I really appreciate it. It came out of nowhere. I felt really like heart connection with the guy. And I was surprised. I was just observing, like, this, your goal needs to be, how does it feel in my body? What's the pattern? Not, oh, I want to be in a relationship with somebody. Because you're going to fucking shortcut through all that. Your goal needs to be get to know yourself. You are literally getting to know yourself. You are checking when my body shows anxiety. It shows anxiety. I don't care how that guy looks. You think that that person is the only handsome person in the world? You think there is no pretty man out there? That no other good-looking man is going to look your way if this one says no?